if you don't know where to begin, better ask Win.
Shane, good to see you. Today's question, are you taking on too much risk? We have 4 signs that you might be. Risk isn't just about the numbers, it's about how you feel when market conditions change. So let's talk through 4 signs that you may be taking on more risk than you should. Sign number 1, you check your accounts constantly, but how often is too often?
Well, it's certainly possible to check them too often. If you're doing it multiple times a day or every single day, perhaps you're seeing these very finite changes in that account balance, and it might be causing you a little bit of anxiety. I would say that's too often. Maybe tone that back to once a week, once a month. And if you have a plan that's designed to weather the ups and downs of the market and control these things, that should be what really gives you peace of mind rather than watching it every single day.
Stressful. All right, sign number 2, ask yourself, do you lose sleep when the market drops? That being said, Shane, sometimes it's really hard to tune out the headlines.
It can be. It can be very hard. And when those things are going in the news and you're watching TV and they're talking about things that are happening out there in the world, you have that feeling that, hey, my accounts are going to feel this. You want to go check on those things. But again, if you have a plan that's built properly, it should be designed to weather the ups, the downs of the market out there and take advantage of both ends of those opportunities to make sure that this plan moves in a long-term direction towards the goal rather than just day by day going up or going down. So again, a proper plan can help remove those concerns, those anxieties from your day-to-day with the investments.
That's such a good point. Having a plan where decisions are built on data rather than emotions is vital. That brings us to sign number 3. You've made panic-driven decisions before because as humans, Shane, we tend to do the exact opposite of what we should be doing. It's known as emotional investing.
And what tends to happen is we tend to do the exact opposite of what we do. Sometimes we buy when things are up and we tend to sell when things are down. Again, that's the exact opposite of what we should do. But that's what happens when we use our emotions and we let kind of rumors and things we hear out there in the world make our decisions rather than actual math and actual data driving our decisions. And if you don't have a plan for how your investments are going to go and grow long term, that tends to be what happens.
Right. And that brings us to sign number 4, which is, of course, related. You feel pressure to chase those returns. This is known as FOMO.
Exactly. This tends to lead to this idea of trying to time the market rather than using time in the market to your advantage. And you hear about this stock or that stock has done so well lately, I'm going to go buy that stock. But in many cases, it's already done well and you're too late. And that can be something that doesn't help the portfolio overall either. So having a plan for a long-term growth goal, that's really the best way to invest this money rather than trying to chase daily returns.
Right. And so let's just spell it out because this all really does beg the question. How can working with a financial advisor help us stay in line with our risk tolerance?
Well, it all comes down to seeing what your risk tolerance is now and watching that evolve over time. Of course, as you get older, your appetite for taking large risks with your investments is going to decrease, and you want to be able to keep an eye on that. But set a starting point, set how you're going to start investing this money, and let it grow for the future and make adjustments along the way. An advisor can certainly help you do that with more resources, more depth of experience and knowledge than most individuals have on their own.
And again, Shane, if somebody would like to sit down with you, find out if they are taking on too much risk, making sure that they have peace of mind when it comes to their retirement plan, what's the best way to reach you?
The best way to reach us is online or via phone here at the office. Our website is winstonandcompanies.com or call us here directly at the office, 602-456-1928.
All right. Shane, thank you.
Thanks, Erin.
Got a plan for your retirement, 'cause you know it's just down the road. But if you don't know where to begin, better ask Win.